Good afternoon, ladies. How are you? Welcome to the August Rush Out event. I am your host, Ida Regina, Empowered Nurturer, Core Personality Trainer, and the founder of Empowered Nurturer Network. Today, you are in for a treat. We have a very special guest, Mrs. Tammi Morrison. And Tammy is going to introduce herself to us and tell us a little bit about her passion. Tammy?
Well, hello, ladies. This is Tammy Morrison, and I am the founder owner of Unleashing Your True Self, LLC. It's a place where I invite women and, men if they'd like to come to have non-judgmental discipline and discourse. I like to help people to unleash their true selves, to find out who in the world that they really are. So I'm really happy to be sitting here with Ida Regina, having a conversation, enjoying her company. And I'd just like to thank her. And if you'd like to visit me on my page, you can visit Unleashing Your True Self on Facebook.
Awesome, awesome, Tammy. I know that you are a very passionate lady, and your current passion basically consumes you. So tell us a bit more about it, what it entails, and who you're serving.
Okay, so right now I'm currently working on a program for women, especially. Working with women who have been involved in long-term relationships. And I say long-term because a lot of people choose not to get married, and that's okay. But because I was saying divorce, but that actually is probably one and the same these days. So because of the journey that I've had myself, and I know how there are so many people out there and women out there that going through this same thing that I went through, I'd like to help them to navigate those waters. And how I do it is I want to do it through a spiritual means. I like to encourage meditation. I'm an energy healer and Reiki master. And so I'd like to help them in that area to show them who they are and help them to define themselves and help them to find themselves. Because a lot of times when women are involved in these type of relationship deaths, they don't know who they are, and they have to find out who they are. And I like to help them to empower themselves and show themselves who they are so that they can come back into the world. Because what people don't realize, unless you've been involved in a situation like that, is you feel like you're not even a part of the world. You feel like you're lost. You feel like you haven't, you don't have a place. And so a part of the program that I'm using is to help you to understand and to go dive deep into yourself and show you that you do have a place and that there is healing for that type of relationship death and situations.
That is so needed, Tammy. There are so many women suffering in that vein and don't know who to reach out to. So
Right.
I truly trust that they are guided to you and your Facebook presence, because suffering, you don't have to do it, and
Yep.
going through it, trying to get out of it, you don't have to do it alone. So
Right.
thank you for that. So now, Tammy, as we pursue our passions, as we move forward in our lives in general, we do get stuck from time to time. Have
Yes.
you experienced any place of stuckness? And if so, let us know a little bit about it and how you worked yourself out of it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's difficult when you begin to emerge and find yourself and figure out who you are, especially as women that have had children. Because, like Ida, I have children. My children are all grown,
Okay.
and I actually have a grandchild too. And but as you begin to emerge from that, I call it a cocoon, almost like a coma. And you begin to emerge and see that you're more than what you thought you were, or you're more than people told you you were. And you begin to look around and find, what it is that you really want to do with your life. If you've been stuck in an area, and a lot of times when you find that, you're so happy that you found it, but then you're like, now what? You don't know which way to go. You don't know who to turn to. You don't know who you can trust. And so for me, experiencing that, I began to start just seeking out and searching. And because of the spiritual aspect of me, I began to really pray. And I found meditation. And meditation for me is like life. It's like water in the desert. I live in the desert now, so I understand that term. You don't drink your water, you're not going to survive out here. You die. So for me, meditation is like that, and that is something that has helped me to bust through a lot of the blockages. And it's not an easy practice, and it's not something that you can just do willy-nilly. I mean, what I started doing is really getting on YouTube and getting instruction, going online. And there are classes you can take too if you have the time. I live in the desert. Sometimes I don't want to drive that far. So I began to do that. And that practice has helped me to bust through a lot of blockages. And also journaling. I find that journaling is so cathartic. I mean, it really helps you, and it heals your soul, because you can just write and write, even if there's nobody you can talk to, because a lot of times we find ourselves where we feel alone. And we either don't want to talk to people, or we don't have anybody to talk to. Or as Ida and I have discussed, sometimes your circle changes and you don't, the relationships that you had or that you thought you had, you don't have. So I find that journaling really, really helps it. So that's another process that I do not forsake every day. And that has actually helped me to remove a lot of blockages and just to go deep inside of ourselves and get to those core beliefs, and a lot of those things that I call them, they weren't real. It was, they used to have a commercial years back that, was it live or was it Memorex? So I call it Memorex. So that's really the core of how I have been working through the blocks that I have.
Awesome. That's great. I journal, but I'm getting to start journaling at a different level now.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's really, really, really powerful. And meditation first thing in the morning, setting your intention really helps with your day. And it isn't a one-time thing and it sticks. You have to work through it because, like any habit, you need to take your time and until it actually sticks and you're doing it on a daily basis. That's powerful, Tammy.
Yes, that's key.
Awesome. So, ladies, this is a very short and quick interview, but as you see, quite powerful. And I hope you get to actually apply some of the things that Tammy shared here with us today. Tammy, you are moving in a very needed direction, and the ladies here, some of them may really need your help. Where could they find you for that help?
They can reach out to me on Facebook. They can always PM me at Tammi Morrison, or they can reach out to me at Unleashing Your True Self, my Facebook page. Okay. I can actually, I don't know, can we post a link?
Yeah, I'll post the link.
Okay, we can post a link, but yeah, they can find me there. And my website is coming, unleashingyourtrueself.com, but it's under construction right now.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us today for August Rush Out, where we are examining our passions, our purpose, and taking a look at the times that we get stuck and how to move out of that. Tammy has given you some actionable tips today, and I do suggest that you actually take them and connect with Tammy so that you can move forward with your passion and your purpose. So thanks again, Tammy, for joining me and sharing your wisdom with us today. I totally appreciate that.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. So until next time, this is Ida Regena, your empowered nurturer, I hope to see you at the next interview of August Rush Out. Blessings. Have a good day now. Bye bye for now.